I was previously introduced, my name is Christian C. and I am an alumni of Arleta High School and I graduated in 2022 and currently I'm a second year civil engineering student at UCLA. To start, I will talk about my high school experience as a student here at Arleta. Some of the things that I did here are, I was the Smart Ambassadors President for my last year. I was the Engineering and Robotics Club President. I was also the School Site Council Chairperson, as well as the California Scholarship Federation Secretary. And some of the awards that I received are Class Valedictorian, Math Department Award, Science Department Award, Music Department Award, and some other stuff. While these extracurriculars and awards are great to have and also great to put in your college application, it's really the experience that I got and the knowledge and skills that are also acquired from just getting these. So taking AP classes and honors classes as well as dual enrollment classes at our local community colleges, they help me prepare for UCLA coursework. Those courses are difficult, but then they teach you like critical thinking skills and they like show you how to see the courses in a different way. So when I was a senior at Arleta High School, I applied to 6 universities. UCLA, Cal Poly Pomona, Cal Poly San Luis Obispo, University of Southern California, CSUN, and UC San Diego. And I got accepted to all of them. And when I applied for civil engineering, but structural engineering for UC San Diego because they don't have structural engineering that's offered. Or for something similar to civil engineering. And here's some of my pictures from high school. Starting from the far right, that's prom, and I'm over there at the top right corner. And from the top left, that's my AP government class with Ms. Yafanya. Who here is in AP government? Yeah, you guys are gonna have a lot of fun. It was a very great experience, and I got to learn more about US government and like current events. And in the middle there's graduation, and also in the bottom middle is I was selected to make the graduation speech for the Smart Graduation. And bottom left there is when I visited UCLA when they had a welcome day for incoming freshmen. And that's actually when I decided to commit to UCLA, like after going to the tour and like meeting a lot of people. So currently, as I said before, I'm pursuing a Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering, class of 2026, so I hope to graduate in the next 2.5 years. Some of the awards I got is Dean's List for high academic GPA, and some of my campus involvement is Institute of Transportation Engineers. We're a student chapter of the larger organization, which is Institute of Transportation Engineers, and currently I'm the co-committee service chair. I'm also part of the Chi Epsilon Civil Engineering Honor Society. So to get accepted into that, you need to be on the top 1/3 of your civil engineering graduating class. I'm also a general member of Philippines Engineering Science, American Society of Civil Engineers, Alpha Lambda Delta Honor Society, and this year I signed up to be an engineering student mentor. So as an engineering student mentor, I help incoming freshmen and transfer engineering students acclimate to life at UCLA. So life as a UCLA student. First, let's go over housing because some of you might opt in to go into housing, although you don't have to because UCLA is less than an hour from Arleta if you take the 405. So there's a new program that UCLA just launched. Undergraduate students are guaranteed 4 years of housing. So what does it mean? When you apply to UCLA and you want to live on campus, you'll be guaranteed housing. You can either live at the dorms, what we call the Hill, or university apartments. If you do choose to live on campus, you'll have a meal plan if you live on the dorms, which is like mostly for first, second, and third years. So some of the meal plans are like 11 regular, 11 premium, so on and so forth. So each of them, let's go over to 19 premium. So 19 premium means that you get 19 meals per week. So if you divide that by the number of days, you'll get 3 meals a day for the weekday and then 2 meals a day for the weekend. And as you go down the line, like compared to 11 premium and 19 premium, you'll pay a little bit more since you'll be receiving more meals. And also meal plans can be used on 12 dining halls. Yes, we have 12 dining halls on campus. There's 11 at the dorms and then 1 on campus. And then you could exchange your meal swipes, what we say, for a $9 food voucher. And then on campus, you could use it at Yoshinoya, Panda Express, Subway, or Taco Bell. There's a lot of choices, food options on campus. So to show you some of the pictures of our housing, as you can see from the left there, that is my dorm last year, my freshman year. I live in a triple and it's a little bit small, but we have our own restroom and we have like a small desk, as you can see there, and then my bed. And from the middle, that is the food from one of our Asian themed dining halls. I think that's teriyaki chicken with white rice and sauteed vegetables, flame broiled broccoli, spicy mac and cheese, bacon and spinach salad, and lemonade. And then, as you can see from the top right, that is our Mediterranean themed dining hall. It's one of the newer ones, and I think they opened like a few years ago. And the bottom one is what we call Brim Plate. It is a like healthy option type dining hall. So these two dining halls, they're what we call all you can eat. So you use like one swipe and then you get to eat how much and whatever you want, the dining hall. So moving on from academics, we go to one of the more important parts, academics. Yes. So most UCs, including UCLA, we run on the quarter system. So what does quarter system mean? So it's different from a semester system on the fact that it's a bit more fast-paced, and typically students have 10 weeks of classes plus 1 week of finals per quarter, and we have 3 quarters per academic year. On average, students take 3 to 4 classes per quarter. So like most colleges, you need to maintain at least 12 units to maintain full enrollment and get all the benefits that you're paying for, and also to receive like the full financial aid package that you've been offered. So each class, I'm going to go into detail about the classes. Each class typically has a lecture section and a discussion section, or the discussion section can be replaced by a lab section, depending on which class you're taking. So typically, lecture sections are taught by the professor, and that's when you learn most of the material related to your class. They usually have a large enrollment for prerequisite classes. Basically, those are just the classes that you have to take before you start your major classes, which are like actually taking classes that are related to your major. For example, for me, civil engineering, I'm starting to take statics, which is like physics-based, and that's what I call a major course. And each lecture section, they have a discussion section, which are taught by the teaching assistant, and they usually review the material related to the course, and those are typically optional if you want additional help. So some pictures from my academics. As you can see from the left there, that is my freshman chemistry class. And as you can see, the person with the glasses on the bottom right, that's our professor. So you might be intimidated by the large size of classes and then like everybody that's in your class, because UCLA is one of the more selective schools. But don't worry, because professors are always there to help you. They're very friendly if you approach them, and then I think that was our first day of class. She just took a selfie of everyone. So she's really fun. And on the right there is my current schedule for this quarter. As you can see, I enrolled in a lecture. I don't know if you can really see. Yeah, there's a lecture and discussion section. So when you enroll in class, you have to enroll for a lecture section and discussion section. Lecture sections, as I said, where you learn most of the material related to the course, and they usually meet much more often and much longer than your discussion sections. So you can see that I kind of have a lot of free time, because unlike high school, it's not like 8 to 3 or 8 to 4. It's like divided into different segments, but then you have to be smart when you're a college student. You can't just like waste most of your time like hanging out with friends. Although you should always like schedule time for yourselves, but you have to be smart and like schedule time to do your homework. Because in college, nobody's gonna check on you like, have you done your homework? Have you done this? You have to be proactive and responsible. And if you do need help, you can always reach out to the professor, teaching assistants, or there are several other academic resources that you can reach out to, which I'll be talking about in my last slide, or the following slides. So yeah, here are some of the academic resources I talked about. There are office hours held by the professor and TAs. These are like times scheduled outside of the regular lecture or discussion hours, and you could go there to ask questions if you need any help, or just want to get to know the professor or the teacher assistant, because you never know, like later on you might need their recommendation, or like ask them to, yeah, just let a recommendation or like put in a good word for you. There's also the undergraduate math and writing centers. For the undergraduate math center, that's where the teacher assistants go there, and then you could ask them for any help on any math problems or just like math questions in general. Writing center, there's staff by undergraduate students, and they can help you anything that's related to writing. It could be coming up with a topic sentence for your essay, it could be revising your essay, or like looking at your resume. And some of the resources, like the last three, those are the resources that I usually use. There's a physics tutoring center, similar to the undergraduate math center. There are just TAs there to help you answer any physics questions. Tau Beta Pi Engineering Honor Society STEM tutoring. So these are staffed by undergraduate students who are in the Engineering Honor Society, and they help students with most undergraduate STEM classes. So those are like your introductory math, chemistry, physics classes, and they can help you with that. And there's also a special program called the Academic Advancement Program. It is a program for historically underserved students where they could receive additional help and support for the classes they need. So to be enrolled in that, you have to sign up for the program, and once you're accepted to that, you'll be able to enroll in what we call like group learning sessions, and they're staffed by a student who has taken the class before. And you meet like twice a week for about an hour each session, and then he or she will be like going over the entire course, like doing some practice problems, explaining some topics that might be difficult to understand for you, and also holding midterm and final review session, which could be really important because midterms and finals in total account for about 75% of your course grading usually. Any questions about academics or academic resources? I know I went a little bit fast, but I want you guys to get out here. No questions? Okay. So going to the last slide. Being a student isn't all academics. As you can see in the picture here, this is with the club members at the Philippines Engineering Science, one of the clubs I'm a part of. So you can see on the left there, the two pictures. On the top is went to Coronado Beach at San Diego because we had a spring retreat last quarter. And bottom there is we're making lumpia, which is a Filipino delicacy. So it's like one of the fun activities that we did during our retreat. And yeah, so the top left one is when we kind of initiated for the Civil Engineering Honor Society. So when we complete our requirements, we get access to like a lot of great resources, especially for the test bank. The bottom one is our retreat for incoming board members for one of the engineering clubs I'm a part of. Went to a retreat in, I think it was Lancaster. So we had like a fun time and then prepared for becoming an officer, and some other pictures there. Any questions so far? And this is the last slide. So why UCLA? UCLA has been ranked as the #1 public university in the nation. UCLA also has highly rated professors. We have over 125 majors to choose from. In the School of Engineering, there's about, I think, 8 engineering majors that you could choose from. And there's also a rich campus life. There's more than 1,000 student clubs and organizations. We have the best college food. As I said before, we have 12 dining halls. We have different themed dining halls, and I think there's 3 or 4 where you could do all you can eat and then some takeout options. And as I said before, we're also at Westwood, which is less than an hour from Arleta, and about 10 to 15-minute drive to the beach. And also, fun fact, UCLA offers free shuttles to the beach during the weekends. And also financial aid, more than 70% of students at UCLA receive financial aid. So you don't have to pay like the $36,000 tuition plus housing for in-state students. And we also have the largest enrollment but the smallest UC campus. So what does that mean? You could get from your class in the South Campus, which is like the STEM area campus, to the north side of campus in 10 minutes, which you may not see in other UC campuses or other UC campuses. So, who wants to apply to UCLA? Raise your hands. I have stickers if you want to apply. No? Or any UC. That's not good. Yeah, so you can meet me outside and then I'll give you some stickers. And thank you very much and good luck.